Hello, everyone. I'm back sooner than I thought. I'm Darlene Corbett, the Unstuck expert. I told you I had a lot to say. And I thought I needed to say this because it kind of adds on to what I spoke about yesterday, that words are like fine surgery. Sometimes less is more. I'm sure many of you would agree with me. We live in an increasingly exhibitionistic society, and I'm not sure that bodes well for us. Recently, and many of you have already heard this, a very famous actress, really female actress, they prefer to be called, but for the sake of not having to say male, female, I'll say actress, was on a podcast with a almost equally, but maybe not quite, but pretty famous actor. And she knew his wife. And she decided to tell him, as well as the whole world, or those who are listening on a podcast, that his wife taught her how to refine a very intimate act. I say, was that necessary again? Do we all need to hear that? Sometimes some matters are best left unsaid. Privacy. Now, if you can agree or disagree with me, and I'm a therapist, believe me, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. But I believe these intimate acts, or even if you think they're not intimate, unintimate acts, are best kept in privacy. And not only that, this woman, this actress, who actually seems like she does a pretty good job of shielding her children, has two adolescent children, a girl and a boy. I'm sure they heard about this too, that their mother discussed something they really probably don't want to know about. The actor's wife and he have two adult sons. That's why I believe it made it to Twitter with one of the adult sons. I don't know. To my knowledge, everybody I've heard over the years, children don't want to hear about their parents' intimate goings on, and parents don't want to hear about their children's. We need to find ways to have boundaries. And whether you believe it's in the privacy of the bedroom or the whatever room between two people, or for those who participate in more, not my thing, but I know being a therapist, it's out there and I could care less, but I think it's best to be kept private. I'm going to give you a piece of information my dad once said to me. My dear dad, my parents were not formally educated, but they were very bright and they were very thoughtful. He once said, there's nothing more alluring, nothing more enticing than a woman in a black dress to hear. He says it leaves the imagination to think about, what may be lying underneath. I think that's so true. We want to use our imaginations. We don't need explicitness constantly. We don't need this exhibitionism. We need something to savor and look forward to. So I say, whatever goes on in your world of privacy, keep it private. I'm sure that this woman, whatever, she must have made some excuse to her children. I have no idea. And again, she's done a pretty good job of shielding her children. But this one she can't shield them from. The whole world seems to have heard this, or at least those that are out there on Twitter and podcasts and so on. So I happen to believe less is more sometimes. Some things are best left unsaid. On that note, I invite you to learn more about me, the Unstuck expert, who works with people and organizations to help reset their mindset to get unstuck. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I'm the teacher. Visit DarleneCorbett.com.